Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to How to Connect Bank and Credit Card Accounts in QBO, also known as QuickBooks Online. My name is Crystalline Shelton, and I will be your instructor for this video. A little bit about myself. I am a certified advanced QuickBooks Pro advisor. I have more than 25 years in the accounting field. The last 15 years, I've focused solely on working with small businesses. I'm also an adjunct accounting and bookkeeping instructor at UCLA Extension, and I am the author of 3 Amazon best-selling books: Mastering QuickBooks 2020, Mastering QuickBooks 2021, and my latest book, Mastering QuickBooks 2022. Everything that we are going to cover today is actually in my latest book, Mastering QuickBooks 2022. At the end of the video, I will share more information about how you can order your copy. I also provide group coaching sessions in the form of weekly QuickBooks Bootcamps. Those are facilitated virtually, so it doesn't matter where you are, you can join. I'll also provide some information about that at the end of this video. And last but not least, I also provide private coaching sessions for clients who need more of a one-on-one approach. Last month, I shared a video that covered the 7 steps small businesses could take to make next tax season a breeze. In that video, I covered the first 3 steps. And in this video, I'm going to cover step number 4, which is connecting your bank and credit card accounts to QuickBooks Online. Before we dive into the mechanics of how to do that, I wanted to share with you some of the benefits of connecting your accounts to QuickBooks Online. So as you can see, I have 5 benefits listed here. The first one is it will reduce, if not eliminate, manual data entry. And so when you connect your accounts to QuickBooks, the data from your bank downloads automatically into QuickBooks. So that eliminates the need for you to manually enter this data. The second benefit is it will help to reduce, if not eliminate, errors or mistakes. So as you probably know, entering manual data can lead to mistakes or errors, whether it's transposing numbers or just putting in the wrong dollar amount or the wrong date. And so you can actually reduce, if not eliminate, these errors by connecting your bank and credit card accounts to QuickBooks. The third benefit is instead of waiting until the end of the month when you receive your bank or credit card statement, you can actually go ahead and reconcile your accounts every day if you like. You can do it on a weekly basis, or you can continue to wait until the end of the month. The fourth benefit is it will save you time. So everything I've mentioned so far will actually save you time. So for example, if you don't have to enter the information manually, then that's time that you can put back into working on growing your business. If you don't have to worry about correcting mistakes or errors, that's time that you have back to work on your business. And then of course, if you have the ability to reconcile daily, or even if you choose to just do it once a week, it will save you time at the end of the month from having to reconcile an entire month's worth of transactions at once. And last but not least, there are daily syncs between your bank or credit card account in QuickBooks. So what I mean by that is the data is automatically downloaded. Any new transactions that you have are downloaded on a daily basis into QuickBooks. And so we'll talk more about that. So right now, let's go ahead and dive in to QuickBooks so I can show you how easy this is. If you are not familiar with QuickBooks, this is the initial page that you'll see known as the dashboard when you first log in. So I am using a fictitious company or business called Photos by Design. So your business name will be here. Your business logo, if you choose to upload it to QuickBooks, will also be on this dashboard page. So the first step that you want to take when you want to connect a bank or credit card account is you need to go ahead and set the account up on your chart of accounts list. So to do that, you want to go ahead and go to your left menu bar. Towards the bottom, you should see a tab called Accounting. Go ahead and click on that, and then the very first option should be Chart of Accounts. So the chart of accounts will display here, and to add your bank account or credit card account, you simply click this new button up in the top right-hand corner. And we are going to go ahead and set up a bank account. So that is the account type. The detailed type really lets QuickBooks know what type of account we're setting up. Is it a checking account, a money market, a rent held in trust, savings, or a trust account? So we are setting up a checking account today, and we're going to call this WFB Business Checking. Now, I typically like to set up my bank accounts with the name of the bank first because I do have accounts at multiple institutions. So I definitely recommend that you do this. So WFB stands for Wells Fargo Bank. And that is going to be the name of my bank account. Notice how I selected or chose or typed business checking here. So it's very, very important for you to only connect your business bank accounts and credit card accounts to QuickBooks. Do not connect personal accounts. Personal and business funds should never commingle, and you don't want your personal transactions in your QuickBooks file. So the other thing that we have to choose here is what is the starting date? So typically, you will definitely need to have your latest bank statement in front of you or the bank statement that's closest to the date you decide to start tracking your finances in QuickBooks. So for example, if you decide as of January 1st of the year, you're going to start tracking everything in QuickBooks, then you will need to have in front of you your bank statement from December of the previous year. That bank statement will give us the ending balance for the year, and that ending balance for the year will be your beginning balance, right, for January or the new year. So you can actually grab your December statement or you can grab your January statement. It really is up to you if you're starting at the beginning of the year. If you're starting in the middle of the year or at some other time during the year, grab this bank statement that pertains to that's the month before you plan to start tracking in QuickBooks. So for example, if it's June 1st, you're going to start tracking everything in QuickBooks, then have your May bank statement in front of you. And the information that you need to pull from that May bank statement is the ending balance on that statement, not the beginning balance, the ending balance. So I've decided that this account, we're going to start tracking everything in QuickBooks at the beginning of the year. When I make that selection, QuickBooks says right here, we'll start tracking your finances from January 1st, 2022. That's exactly what I want. So now it's saying, what was your account's balance on 12/31/2021? So that's what I want to put in here. And this again is the ending balance on that statement. So let's just say it was $1,000. Okay. And so go ahead and put 1,000 in there. And I can say save and close on that. So this takes me back to the chart of accounts. And so now you should be able to see the account that I just set up, the WFB Business Checking is right here. So step one, set the account up on your chart of accounts. Step two, link the account to your bank account. So on the right-hand side below the action column, there's a link that says view register. So you don't want to click the view register, but you want to click that little arrow to the right of that. And then the very first option you'll see is connect bank. So go ahead and select that. And so in this screen, you have the option to go ahead and either type the name of your bank in here, to locate it. So First Entertainment Credit Union, if I wanted to connect it, or if you see it here as one of these is your financial institution, then you simply just select it. So as I mentioned, I'm going to connect a Wells Fargo business account. And so from this screen, it's just telling me that I'm going to start connections. So let's go ahead and click continue. And then I'm going to go ahead and pause sharing, because for security purposes, I don't want my user ID to be revealed for obvious reasons. So I'm going to go ahead. And so what's happened now is my login page from Wells Fargo has popped up. So my user ID and password that I normally use to log into online banking is what I'm entering right now. Okay. And so you might get something that says additional verification required, click continue. And so you might have to receive a security code, which is exactly what this is for me. So I'm going to have to get a code via text message. And that's, again, just extra security. I'm sure you guys are used to doing that, even from just logging into your QuickBooks Online account. So I'm just going to enter the code that was text to me, and then it should allow me to go ahead and take a look at my accounts. Okay. And so the next screen will list all of the accounts that you have at the financial institution. And what they'll do is they'll also, if you have personal accounts at that financial institution, it will list those as well. So that's why it's very, very important that you make sure only the business accounts are selected. And then once you make sure the business accounts are selected, then you can go ahead and proceed to the next screen. So I'll select my business accounts, and then I should be able to share with you again the next screen here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and connect two business accounts, my checking and my savings here. So let me click continue. You'll have to agree to the terms and conditions for online banking. So I'm going to connect that and be okay with that. And let's see, so it's starting the connection. It takes just a few minutes, maybe 30 seconds or less, and then you'll be able to proceed. So the next step that I am taking is I am selecting the account that we just created. I'm telling QuickBooks, or I'm telling the system here that my business checking account, I want connected to the WFB business checking account that we just set up. So I am doing that. And then it's asking me how far back do I want to go? And so you only get to put one date in here. And so for me, I'm going back to the beginning of the year, as I mentioned, January 1st, 2022. So I'll go ahead and connect. And then I'll be able to share again, because the account number information should no longer be visible. So now you'll just see a connection. You should see that it's bringing in your transactions. It doesn't take very long at all, which is really, really nice. And so you can just, it's asking you if you wanted to review categories for you. So let's just say no, remind me later, I'll review them myself. So what happens after you make the connection with your bank or credit card account, you can see the transactions listed within the banking center. So if you come over here to the left menu bar again and select banking, you'll see the account. So there'll be a tile here for every single account that you've set up. So I've got my WFB business checking account connected now. All the transactions that downloaded are below here, okay? Now, what I want you to understand are a couple things. The transactions will download here to the banking center, but they have not been recorded in your books. The next step that needs to happen for this information to actually be recorded is you will need to review these transactions and categorize them. So you will need to verify that this information in the category column is correct, okay? And so we won't cover that today, but in the next video, I will show you guys how to categorize your transactions and then add them to your books, all right? To review the steps that we just took today, you can purchase a copy of my new book, Mastering QuickBooks 2022. And within that book, in chapter 5, it covers step-by-step how to connect your bank and credit card accounts to QuickBooks. So I'd love to just wrap up our session for today with just some important information that I said I would share with you. So first of all, here is the book that I've been mentioning to you that came out in January of this year. It's called Mastering QuickBooks 2022. It's my latest book. It's a great go-to guide for those of you that are business owners and you're trying to figure out how to set up QuickBooks on your own and manage your books. It used very simple language, not a lot of accounting jargon. I have a ton of screenshots so you can see what your screen should look like when you're going through this. For my accountants and tax preparers and CPAs, this is a great go-to guide for those of you that are obviously familiar with QuickBooks most likely and just need to figure out how to do something or maybe just brush up on what you already know. I mentioned to you that I conduct QuickBooks Bootcamp training sessions. So those take place every month. You can sign up for session 1, session 2, or session 3. And the agenda for each of these is on my website, which is crystalinshelton.com. If you click the links below this video, you can access a link to purchase my book on Amazon. You should be able to access a link to go directly to my website. On my website, you can sign up for my newsletter as well, and you can also sign up for the boot camps. So the upcoming boot camps for the month of June will take place on Wednesdays. So starting June 8th, ending on June 22nd, from noon to 1:30 Central Standard Time. These boot camps take place over Zoom, so you can be located anywhere in the country to access these boot camp sessions. Thank you so much for joining me today. And don't forget to check out the next video where I show you how to categorize those transactions and show you how to reconcile your bank and credit card accounts. Take care.